This is honestly the one true and real habit that I changed about my chess game that really allowed me to grow and prosper as a chess player, guys. This one very habit is what changed everything about my chess game, okay? And it was games like the two that I'm about to show you that had to happen in order for me to learn and understand why this one habit is so important. I don't care about what Magnus Carlsen does and all the top players and all of that stuff. Maybe they can get away with doing this. But us regular players, I never refer to myself as regular as anything, but for this players that's just starting out with chess or getting into chess, whatever, guys, this is the one habit by far that I had to it's like it had to get beaten into me. Like I lost game after game after game after game because I don't know why it was so hard for me to wrap my mind around this one habit that had to happen in order for me to become a good chess player. Guys, this habit is going to sound so simple, but it is so true. But it is the one habit that helped me improve my chess career so that games like the two, especially this first one that I'm about to show you, especially this one, especially this game here, especially this game, because even just reviewing it right now, I remember this game. I actually shed a real tear after this game because I could have beat that guy. I gotta stop crying. I be crying too much. I don't be crying. I be dropping a P tier. P for progress. Watch this video right here so you can understand what a P tier is. But anyway, P for progress. It's a progress tier. But guys, this is the one habit that game after game, loss after loss, it's like it had to get beaten into me, right? And now I got it down to a T. I bet you I don't lose like this no more. And the one habit, as simple as it may sound, guys, especially if you're anything under like grandmaster level or even master level, I don't know. But I recommend it to everybody because it's the number one most important thing about chess, which is king safety. So the one habit that from losing a ton of games, and my chess coach just keeps saying, like, until you do it, he's like, I could say it all day, but until you do it, like, you know to do it, until you do it, you're going to keep finding yourself in these situations. This game specifically, though, this game right here that I'm about to show you guys, this game specifically beat this habit into me. Because I remember losing, and the person I was at the tournament with goes, well, did you castle? And I'm like, of course I didn't castle. That's why I got busted. But guys, the one habit that literally changed my chess career is the habit of castling, and castling right away as soon as you have the opportunity to. Okay, within the first 10 to 12 moves. Getting castle is literally the one habit that changed my life as it relates to chess. That may sound so simple. That may sound so elementary. Everybody says develop. That's like me saying, oh, develop. But yeah, if you have a developing issue, that is a problem. That is a problem that you got to fix in your chess. It may sound so common. It may sound so not a big deal. Like, duh, everybody know that they got to develop. Everybody know that they got to castle. But no, sometimes you wait. Sometimes you think you have time to wait until move 20, move 25. By then, they already obliterating your king and you bust it. Let me show you guys this crazy ass game where I took it upon myself not to castle. I did not castle here, and I paid a price. This is going to look so ugly and so brutal that you guys might want to hug me. Like, this is a ugly, ugly game, okay? I don't need a hug. I'm over it. This game happened over the summer. It is now November. But this is the very game that taught me the very number one habit that has changed my chess career, which is you better castle or be prepared to pay the price of what happens to a king that sits in the center of the board. Okay? Let's get started. So, at this time, you guys already know I was playing the London system a ton. This was when I just got into chess. Look at this move. This kind of goes with the last video too. The last video I made was like clowning the way that I used to play chess. I guess this game could have been a part of that as well with a move like Queen C7, right? That is not a move that I would ever make today. And that's why that video was so necessary, because I look at my old games and I'm like, whoa, who the hell was playing that? Because it ain't me. It's not the Kayla today, but it was the Kayla then. You get what I'm saying? So, all right, let's see. Queen to C7, terrible move. But maybe I had some ideas at that time to like get my pieces looking at, you know, I wanted the queen and okay. So I guess, but that's still a bad move. Okay, I play H6. But guys, look, right now, nothing crazy, nothing that's game-changing losing going on, right? I break with E4. My opponent plays the move E5. I take, he takes, I take, he takes. Bishop to H6 here. This is the line. He completely ignores my bishop. Queen D4. Guys, notice where my king is. Notice where my king is. Still in the center of the board. Still refusing to get safe, right? Still refusing to castle, right? Still in the center of the board. So I take the bishop. He totally ignores me. This is a guy who must understand chess. Like, okay, you're in my house. You took my bishop, but look at your king. In this game, I actually thought I was winning. I actually thought I was winning this game. At this point here, I actually thought I was winning. I actually thought I was okay here. I'm getting rid of your dark square bishop. You're going to be weak on your dark squares. I'm about to expose you. So here I actually thought I was winning, but he must have understood something about chess that I just didn't understand at the time, which was king safety, right? And you guys can even watch this video about how games like this had to happen to me. And now in this video here, you guys see how I use king safety against an opponent of mine because his king was not safe. Watch this video here and you'll see how he was in a very similar situation with his king in the center of the board and how I used it to my advantage against him. So while I'm taking these pieces, right, he understands something that I must not fully understand at that time, which is called king safety. So he literally takes my pawn. I remember this game. I remember thinking to myself, that was the last thing I expected. I didn't even understand what that move was for, but okay. So I played this move, queen to e3. And guess how I get exposed? Guess how I get exposed? Find a move. What do you guys think? King here. I'm trying to trade queens. He ain't trading no queen with me. He like, your king is unsafe. Your king is unsafe. So what does he do? Queen to b4. Check. And this is when all my problems began. I move up. King to e2. That's bad. I should have went to c3, right? I should have went to c3, but I thought he had some ideas where he takes and takes. I don't know what. I saw some stuff. But again, I was a much lower rated player at this time, and seeing stuff is what I did. I would just see things that weren't there, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I went king e2 thinking that he had some type of tactic or something right here. And then my opponent played this move. And then I took, he took. Then I drop it down. Guys, I remember this game so vividly because I was so confused. It's like, yeah, my king is in the center of the board, but I got a queen here, I got a bishop, and all you have is a queen. You can't checkmate me with just your queen. You can't just checkmate me with one piece, right? I was so confused. How did I get to such a position where, like, how did I get busted like this? And I'm going to show you guys how. He takes my piece, okay? I remember this game like it was yesterday because I was so hurt. And in the London system, in the Queen's Gambit, and many other openings, bishop to d3 is a very, 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 very common move, right? It couldn't be any more common. In the tournament, I don't even think I thought about it. It was just so natural. Bishop d3, that's where the bishop goes. It's like, does your pillow go on your bed? Does the pillow go on the bed? Yes, that's where the pillow goes. So bishop d3, that's kind of like where the bishop goes. So I put the bishop where it goes. Guys, but the problem with that in this particular situation is this is not where your king goes, right? So although your bishop may usually go here, your king never goes to e2. That is not where your king goes, unless it's like the end game and you're trying to get to the center of the board and fight to promote a pawn. The bishop in this one particular situation does not belong on d2 because your king is in the center of the board. The way that I saved this position, guys, was to actually go bishop to d5. But I didn't even think about it. Bishop d5, I'm okay. It's like, yeah, I still got to get my king safe, but I'm okay. I'm not about to lose. However, bishop to d3, a very, very normal square for your bishop, is terrible in this position. And my opponent simply played this move. Simply played this move. And to make it so bad, I didn't even know I was busted until I knew I was busted. It was this move. Was it this move that I figured I was busted? Nope. It wasn't even that move yet. When he did that, I was like, oh, he's attacking my bishop. I'm going to attack his queen. But what I didn't even think was, he's not just attacking your bishop. When he takes your bishop, he's taking it with check. He's going to take your bishop, and you're going to be in check. And you have to get out of check, so you're not going to get his queen. So this was the one time where the bishop is not supposed to drop back to d3. And that was the part that I could not believe about this game. It was so crazy. But all of this is to say, whether the bishop dropped back to d3 or not, the whole problem with it, the bishop could drop back to d3 if the king was castled. If the king was safe, the bishop could go to her normal square. But of course, this was a time in my life where this was a time in my chess career where I had to get king safety almost beaten into me. Like, I had to lose so much because of king safety that I finally decided I'm going to make sure my king is safe every single game, come hell or high water.
And to be clear, I am the hell and the high water.
But this game specifically, I'm so happy I pulled this game up because this is the game specifically that taught me everything that I need to know about king safety. Like, oh, King safety is real. And if you think it's not, you're going to get exposed. And I have more games that I can show you guys. I have a ton of more games. How now I use that to my advantage. I wish you would play me and make sure you... Let me not tell my secrets because I am actively playing right now and I do need people to make mistakes. But anyway. So my king is in the center of the board here. Bishop goes to a normal square. If bishop goes here, I'm okay. Look at the eval bar. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm pretty much okay. Even with my king in the center of the board. But with the king in the center of the board, the bishop does not go to that square, because you get obliterated. And none of this is possible if the king is not here. And that's why games like this had to have happened for me to understand king safety. So they pushed a pawn. I'm like, oh, you're threatening my bishop? I'm going to threaten your queen. I didn't even realize yet that they're not just threatening your piece. They're threatening your piece with check. He's threatening your piece with check. So that's a blunder. He takes the bishop, check. And it was this moment where I was like literally, like, I was at the board just confused. I'm like this. I'm at the board just like, wow. Wow. I can't even take it back with the queen because I'm pinned. Like, this is some real, you feel me? Like, this hurt. So guys, this is everything you need to know about king safe. If this don't tell you to get your king safe, I don't know what will. It's a lot of coaches on YouTube. It's a lot of people teaching chess. If you can't look at this game and understand why king safety is important, I don't know what to tell you. But this is the one habit that literally transformed my chess career. After this game, you ain't have to tell me nothing about king safety. And it was so funny because the person that was at the tournament goes, well, did you castle? And that question just made me even more angry. Of course I didn't castle. How else did I get busted right down the center of the board? No, I didn't castle. But thanks for making it worse. No, I did not castle. So that was the question that I got asked after this game. No, I absolutely did not castle. And yes, I absolutely got busted. Right here, I just need to get up and resign. But I was more so like this. Like just the stupid face. You know the face where you just... Yeah, that face. That was the face that I had. He just plays with me from here. He don't even take the queen. Bro just check. Okay. I take. And yeah, I'm busted, right? What's so funny about knight captures e4 was at that time, like when he took with his knight here, I really didn't understand. That's so fun. That's funny about chess. Like when you understand things, you understand things. I didn't understand the importance of that move, knight to e4. I had no idea why he would play that. But again, he's going after my king safety right now. I wasn't even thinking about that. All right, guys. So this is a great game about this one habit, how it really, really taught me to do king safety and be on it like heavy. King safety, like the one habit that literally transformed my chess career. I don't even know that game. I don't even need to show another game. This game shows it. If you don't get it now, there's nothing I can say. There's nothing nobody can say. There's nothing nobody could say. And watch this video right here so you can see how I used king safety to my advantage against my opponent. Because now I understand it so well that, man, I might give you I'll give you everything. You can have material. You can have everything that you want. But if your king is unsafe, I'm coming for you. Period, point blank. And this game taught me exactly that, guys. I hope this makes sense. And I will see you in the next video. This is the one habit that changed my chess career, which was castling early, getting my king safe early. My coach, he would just tell me. He would just sit there like, you ain't gotta listen to me. He would say, you don't gotta listen. I'm not the one playing. But like, until you understand it, you're gonna keep having games like this. And I think that this was one of the final games that I had like this. This was one of the final games that I had like this. Like, I know, I watch some of Magnus Carlsen games sometimes, and that he do not be castling sometimes. Magnus be doing whatever he want to do. But he's Magnus Carlsen. He be doing all types of stuff. But I recommend to all players that is not, rated, that high, obviously, to just castle. Castling is literally the one habit that changed my entire chess career. It's important. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.